Okay. Well, I tried using OBS for a bit. Didn't work out too good. So pretty much stuck in QuickTime on this computer. Till I replace this computer in however many months to years that will take. Probably closer to years, so it'll be a while before I use Facecam. So, here we are on the first attempt challenge. Where you have to beat every single level in order on your first attempt. If for any reason you lose, you have to start back at the first level, Fire Aura. You have to beat all 5 in a row on your first attempt. Beaten each level once. And when I say once, I mean Heaven and Phazd. I've only beaten those one time. And I'm going to have the pressure of knowing how big of a restart it'll be if I mess up. So I'm probably not going to beat it on this attempt. I think I need a little more practice. We'll see. I'm going to give it one shot, and whatever level I fail on, I will keep replaying until I beat it, and then I'll replay all the levels after it until I beat it, just as a sort of practice. Otherwise, I may never beat this challenge. So, this currently is the real attempt, but if I fail, I'm going to go into practice mode. And then as soon as I beat all the levels, I will attempt it again. Almost messed up. It's funny how the simple stuff is what throws me off guard so much. I'm so used to the quick pace that when it slows down, I forget what to do. All this, you just hold spacebar, except for that spot, then you gotta let go. Then you go back to holding spacebar. It's much easier than it looks. Alright, not much left to the level. Just gotta keep my bearings. It's not a guarantee. There it is. Alright, we're already on to Chaos Fantasy. Or Chaos. There's that quick spike. Ready to just trash my challenge right away. So if I fail this level, as I have every time so far, I haven't gotten past this level yet on the challenge. I usually fail here. If I fail it, I'm going to keep doing it until I beat it, and then I will proceed to do Heaven and Phazd after this one until I beat those. Then I'll restart the challenge. Otherwise, I may never beat the challenge, as I said a minute ago. Just to let you know. The upside down part of this doesn't really affect me very much. I don't know if it affects other people. I guess when it comes to vertical changes, it doesn't really have a big impact on me. Well, that and this game is low information. It's just squares, triangles, and lines. That's one of the more tricky parts for me, at least. I just need to maintain composure and not let it psych me out. And there we go. Wow. Okay, so we're beyond the halfway point on the first attempt challenge. I'm a little surprised. But I expect I'm not going to beat Heaven on my first attempt. That one gave me the most trouble out of all these levels. Phazd was tough, but Heaven was tougher. But here goes. I've done this opening sequence so many times. Saying that, I'm probably going to fail because it is actually tricky. Because you have to land ever so perfectly on certain spots of this opening area. But I've done this opening area so many times now that it feels second nature to me. It would suck tremendously if I failed here. And I didn't. Hopefully I don't fail here either, because this part I also consider to be pretty easy. Everything after this yellow area, hard as hell for me. You need to have it completely memorized, and even if you have it memorized, it's still very difficult. It's been a long time since I was here. It's almost nice to be back. Here we go. And we failed. Alright. So I have to keep playing this level until I beat it again. And that's no surprise, because like I said, I've only beaten this level one time ever. And I've only beaten Phazd one time ever. And that was on these recordings. I've never beaten it any other time. I wasn't expecting... I was certainly going to try, but I wasn't expecting to beat the first attempt challenge right here and now. Kind of surprised how quickly you can get through the challenge, because it's only been, that was what, 6.5 minutes before, so 7 minutes probably to beat Heaven, and what, 9 minutes to beat the full challenge, probably 9.5 maybe, not even. I'm not even sure if Phazd is that long. It feels pretty long. That might be because of how much information there is on that level. Phazd is like a information overload sort of level, whereas this one is an information underload, where you are begging for more information. And at the very least, we can see how few attempts we can get it down to. Even though I wasn't trying very hard on the last one, I just kind of let my emotions get the better of me and not care. I probably should have continued to care a lot. Even now, I'm having a hard time feeling too emotional about this. Oh, that was the one I had to not jump on. Oops, I looked away for a second. Cats were doing something. All that crunching noise that you hear, crackling, that's the cats. Alright. Attempt number 5. Ah, too quick of a jump. And I knew it would have been. I just wanted to get through that part, get beyond it. And there's only like 30 seconds after that, but it's 30 seconds of hell. I have no idea how close that time is to how much there is left after that. It's just a rough guess. I'm sure that clearing my throat sounded great. It's funny how self-conscious you become when you're recording yourself. even as new as I am to doing this, which I'm quite new, I'm noticing so many differences in myself, understanding how my voice changes just based on mood or whether or not I woke up recently, which I guess waking up recently has a lot to do with your mood as well, because I'm sure if I wanted to, I could change my voice right now to something more awake and alert. All I would have to do is be more energetic. Let's see if we can force ourselves to do that. Probably. No, I'd say my voice is still a little bit deeper, but if I somewhat fake the energy, I can, and by being a little bit louder, but my voice is still definitely deeper than usual, even though I'm bringing more energy into this. So, I guess it does have something to do with just waking up, or maybe just what's in my throat, like eating certain foods probably has an effect, or drinking, probably water does the most, I guess. Maybe milk, because it can coat your throat. I don't know, depends on what kind of milk you get. If you get 1% milk, probably not so much. Whole milk, you probably see a little difference. That shit's damn near, I don't know, soup. Alright. Ugh. Alright. Can't believe we're already up to attempt number 10. Seems like this is probably a little loud. Turn that down a little bit. Gotta let my voice shine through. A wonderful, wonderful, silky voice. Smooth as a bunch of rocks, really. Wow, that was one hell of a spicy metaphor. Oh boy. We're off to a real good start here in heaven. I was supposed to do this on the first attempt after beating 3 other levels before it on the first attempt. We're on attempt to number 11. And I am having a hard time focusing. I've started dreaming about this game. Squares, triangles, and lines. Tiny circle inside of the square. Probably should have lost there, but I didn't, so moving on. Easy peasy. Alright. Ugh. Oh, an overjump. I hate when I overjump. It's one of the most unsatisfying ways to die. I'd rather just crash into something. Which I guess I technically did, but not that way. That was not the way. Control your life. So now that I'm back, does that mean that this universe never actually happened after I beat it the one time? Or is this just an alternate reality? We'll go with alternate reality. So there's a new Mario game out, and I want to take a look at it. I don't know if I actually need a controller to play it, though. If I do, that's going to be a problem. Oh no, I held spacebar. Can't believe I'm still struggling here. that's just how friggin' hard this game is. So this new Mario game is supposed to be basically super hard. And when people play it, they die by the thousands, which really piqued my interest because, you know, as you can see, I have an interest in that sort of thing. So I might be moving on after the impossible game because, as you can see, this is very limited to how far I can go with it. I mean, we've already beaten every single level, and now we're trying to beat every single level on the first attempt. What can I possibly do after that? Lost control. Let myself lose track of what was coming. It's tough because I'm thinking about moving on to a different game, and then I should be thinking about what's coming up next. You know, if I'm going to beat this on the first attempt, I need to have that memorized, and this is probably going to be the toughest hurdle in this challenge. Control your life. So this will be the first video that I try editing with. I've already divided this video in half. It's simple. All I have to do is combine the two pieces together to make one video. And then I can upload it. So it's like a beginner's test to start editing. Which I'm sure a lot of you are like, wow, that is the most basic of the basic. And yeah, that's the point. And fall. Oh, late jump, really? Oh well. Just gotta do better next time, right? Attempt number 15. Don't even remember what I was talking about. I was so focused. So I'm gonna start checking out these Mario games. I mean, I was pretty good at Mario back in the day. Specifically Super Mario World. I was never too good at Super Mario 2. I beat the ever-living crap out of Super Mario RPG, because, you know, I love RPGs. Time to focus. I held... I guess I let go. Oh well. So, Super Mario RPG was fun. Had a lot of fun with it. Beat the ever-living crap out of it. Slow game. Real slow pace. Not great for watching. No RPGs are good for watching. Nobody likes to watch grinding. It's like the one thing you want to see skipped. But no one likes to see grinding, but people love grinding, ironically. Because you're... basically what you're doing when you grind. And I'm not talking about the pelvic thrust on somebody's leg or some shit. But basically what you do when you grind is you're investing time. What you do is imagine that time is like coins. And you're placing coins in a machine. And that machine is the grind. And you can only put one coin in the machine at a time. So the more coins you put in the machine, the more value it has to you. The more value that machine has to you. It's only 7 minutes in. We already crashed? Oh wow. Guess there's going to be a lot of editing on this one. Whoa, volume. Alright. Jesus. Where was I? Chaos Fantasy? No, I had beaten Chaos Fantasy, so we can back out of that one. We were on Heaven. feeling good. Just took a little computer crash to fix me. That and I just had some caffeine. Why did I just commit suicide? Suicide. My God. I was feeling good. I'm still feeling good. And I'm feeling good and I'm doing worse than I ever have. So maybe I should start feeling bad. I'm feeling terrible. This sucks. This is friggin' the worst thing that's ever friggin' happened in my whole life. Wow, my life must be amazing. I must have the best life that has ever happened, if this is the best of my life. God, this is, so bad. Everything sucks. I hate everything. My life sucks. I'll never be happy. This is the worst thing that it's all come down to. Everything's been leading up to this horrible, horrible moment. I'm so sad, miserable, and unhappy. No, being pessimistic didn't help. Let's try being optimistic again. Let's see what being optimistic does after being pessimistic. So I'm thinking I'm gonna beat it this time. You know, there's no reason why I won't beat it. Okay. Now there's odds. There's the odds that I might not beat it, but everyone knows that if there's a chance, well, then there's no reason why that won't happen. Okay, if it happens, well, it's perfectly reasonable because there was a chance it would happen. And you know what? There's a chance that I could beat this right now, and so I probably will beat it right now because there's a chance. Okay? So I'm probably gonna beat it, and I'm gonna feel good doing it, and I'm never gonna fail again. I'm just gonna keep beating it. In fact, I'm gonna do the entire Attempt 1 challenge right now, right after this, and I'm gonna beat Phazd first, and I'm gonna do that on the first try. And then we're gonna go back and we're gonna do the challenge again, and I'm gonna beat it on the first attempt. And oh, son of a bitch! All right, optimism didn't help. Fuck optimism. Fuck pessimism. What's left? Sadism. Ugh. That's pretty much what this is, isn't it? Sadism. Masochism. Jesus. How about I just be myself? How about I just be who I am instead of trying to control the way I think? Maybe I should just think freely. Just allow myself to be me. And you know what? Who I am is just somebody that enjoys playing. So I'm just gonna play it. And I'm gonna enjoy it. Fuck it. I believe it was Danny Sexbang who popularized the fuck it adjustment. At least more so than it's ever been before. We're gonna implement the fuck it adjustment a little bit here. Oh fuck. Fuck it adjustment didn't work. I'm still playing this level. That's because I'm not using the fuck it adjustment properly. If I was really using the fuck it adjustment, I would say fuck it and just quit this game and not do anything. I don't think I want to use the fuck it adjustment too much, because that means I would stop doing this. All of it. I would just quit, stop, end everything here, now, and never do it again. Because fuck it. Fuck everything. But the fuck it adjustment can be used positively, right? Like, oh, this is really hard, but you know what? Fuck it, we're gonna do it anyway. Fuck it. The fuck it adjustment. Fuck it adjustment can be used in a large variety of ways. I'm now just realizing, oh, that was close, I nearly failed. But I didn't, because, you know what? Fuck it. You know, I've had time to think about what kind of person I should be in these recordings. Because everybody has some sort of personality that they continue bringing to the table. Oh, fuck. I actually forgot what happens after that point, and I fucked it up because of that. But that's why we're doing the practice modes. As you can see, I needed it. Even though I've beaten it before, I didn't quite beat it with enough satisfaction, I guess. That is not the right word. Skill. Control your life. I've heard that singer, we'll call him a singer, say control your life so many times. And that's what he ends on every time. Control your life. There's a lot of wisdom in that. It can mean a lot of things too, as most things can. I'm supposed to jump there, guys. I'm supposed to jump there. But I didn't. Now, why didn't I? Well, that's a good question. I didn't because I didn't register what I needed to do fast enough. I knew what I had to do, it just didn't happen quickly enough in my head. Or maybe I was distracted. Either way, that still falls on registering what I need to do fast enough. Alright, the game's starting to lag again, which means it's probably close to crashing again. It crashed at the 7-minute mark, and here I am again at the 7-minute mark. About to be 8. It was crashing at the half-hour mark, 35 minutes or so, and then for the first time it crashed at the 7-minute mark a minute ago. Maybe there's some sort of temporary files that are sticking around that I'm not aware of. Damn it. I thought you could clear that, but I must have been further back than usual. Oh well. All right. Oh, that... I keep on forgetting things, and it's costing me restarts, new attempts. Here we are back at attempt number 10. See, they're spaced out just enough that I can't hold spacebar. Just like with the upside down yellow section of the previous level, that you need to time it. And because they're appearing suddenly like that, it can kind of mess with that timing a little bit, and that's what happened. It messed with me a little bit, and I did my pause delay just ever so barely too long that I hit the spike. That and there's cat whiskers in my ear that are not helping. Ooh, that was close. Oh, that hurt. Okay, so there's a long delay at the end. I have no idea. I wasn't counting how many there were, and I never have before. I should probably figure out how many there are, rather than relying so much on my instinct, which just failed me. So I counted 6, but it was a late count, so there might have actually been 7. But I'm pretty sure there was 6, and then the 7th one was a delay, and then the 8th one was also a delay. And the 8th one caught me with that extra delay. I don't even remember this whole section. I must have breezed through it. Which means I should be pretty close to the end. Yes, kitty. Yes, kitty. So there was actually 8, then delay, and into 9, then delay, into 10, delay, into whatever. Oh, I can't believe I'm failing on those parts. I can't believe I don't remember those parts either. I must have just cleared it, just got right through it without issue. It's funny because so little has happened since then, but it feels like so much has happened since then. That was just screwy. I handled it differently. I should have failed, but I didn't. And when I didn't fail when I expected to, I couldn't recover from the unexpected. And that's one of the big problems with memorizing something is as soon as things go awry, you're more shaken about it than you would be if you didn't have it memorized. It's almost like you can handle difficulty easier without practice, even though you're failing harder. you're not as shaken about it. Let's see. I'm not sure why I jumped like that, but I saw myself jumping earlier and earlier, knowing that it would eventually lead to that. Even though I knew it was going to happen, for some reason I just kept going. Almost like I was not fully in control, even though I clearly am. Control your life. Okay, here we go. Too early. The pauses are probably the most difficult part of it. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Got it. Alright, now on to Phazd. Here we go. Been a while since we did Phazd. Hopefully we can get through a first attempt. Here we go. Phazd is more involved than Heaven was. Ah, the overjump. Yeah, I remember that you have to jump early there, and I thought that I did, but not early enough anyway. So that's going to be one of the ones that I'll probably get hung up over. That'll cause me to fail this challenge quite a few times. There we go. That's better. That was a late jump. Oh, but I handled it poorly. Could have been fine there. Okay, so I am out of practice on Phazd as well. Again, I've only beaten Phazd once. I've beaten Heaven twice now. I'm feeling more confident. We'll see how we feel after a little time passes. Here we go. early jump? Too early. There's such a small window to work with there that it's probably going to be the main villain that I'm going to have to deal with on this challenge. There we go. Perfect. Whoa! Alright, gotta get a much earlier jump on that section. A little surprised. So that section, they're actually placed quicker than you can jump. So I gotta do early jumps there as well. As soon as we get past the black square hurdle and into the spikes, I gotta remember to do early jumps. What was I doing? I just let that happen? Come on. Perfect. That should be good too. Yep. Getting a little lag here. And into the spikes. Oh no. I don't remember much from that section, probably because I've done that section the least out of the whole game. And it puts you into it pretty blindly. And I hit spacebar but didn't do a jump, but it saved me because if I had pressed spacebar and the jump went through, I would have lost. So it was luck that I got an extra couple blocks further, really. So I need to remember to just basically do nothing for a pretty long time. Pretty much don't jump until I can see ahead of myself. Just don't jump until I can see what's coming. It's just all falling action, then jump, then falling, then jump. It'll happen pretty quickly. Early jumps. Yep. There it is. I like how it forces you to jump into the pit because I didn't press spacebar at the end there. He just does it himself. Causes his own death, but he doesn't die. So we rebeat the game, and I'm ready to retry the first attempt challenge and give it one more go before we stop. Let's see how far we get. It's so easy by comparison. Oh my god. I'll probably fail. There's that pessimism mixed with a little optimism because as I said that I was hoping I wouldn't. Although I guess that's still pessimism. Ooh, that was close. Just landed on the edge. That was very close. See, now I'm going to have very little practice with Phazd Fantasy. I'll probably end up failing there, which would definitely be the pattern. Alright, there's that one. Now for original level. Here we go. This level is weird. Even though it's the easiest technically, it's odd how everything happens. There's just so much holding down spacebar on this level, even here. Alright. And on to Phazd Fantasy. So far so good, as far as we ever got. I have beaten Phazd Fantasy once in the Attempt 1 challenge, and then lost on Heaven. Let's see how far we can get. Alright. And the hard part. With lag. And we're on to part 4 of 5, attempt 1 challenge. Getting really far this time. Can we beat heaven first try after all those other ones first try? Here we go. Part 4 out of 5. Now we just beat this level a couple minutes ago. All I gotta do is beat it again on the first try. Definitely feeling a little bit of pressure right now. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there it is. There's only one level left in the attempt 1 challenge. Here's the end. All I have to do is beat Phazd on the first try, and we have beaten every single level on the first try in a row without fail. Here goes. And we got lag. Feeling tons of pressure now. Level 5 out of 5. All I gotta do is beat it. Just like heaven, we just beat this level a couple minutes ago. Here goes. I'm shaking a little bit, and it's not helping. And we got that lag. That ever so fun lag. Lagging more than ever. Little late. Oh, we just barely made it. And we did a shit jump. Well, we're 33 minutes in out of 35. Usually we get a crash at 35 minutes, so I am going to end it here. We got to level 5. Nearly beat it. Nearly got through the attempt 1 challenge. Closest I've ever gotten so far. Hopefully I can beat it next time. This is as far as we're going to get this time. Definitely made some progress. Getting pretty close to greatness here. All right. Till next time. Bye.